In this video, we will discuss the properties of the convolution. The first property is the commutative property. So that is x of 1t convolution with x of 2t will be equals to x of 2t convolution with the x of 1t. So this property means that the order will not affect the result of the convolution. Like here you are multiplying x of 1t with x of 2t, and but on the right hand side you are taking the convolution of x 2t with x of 1t, so the order will not affect the result. So that is known as a commutative property. The second one is the distributive property. So distributive property is that property where you are taking the convolution of x of 1t with the sum of x of 2t and x of 3t, but on the right hand side you are taking the convolution and then summing up the result of the convolution. So it will not affect the result on the left hand side and on the right hand side. So this property is known as a distributive property. The third one is the associative property. So associative property is that property that where you are taking the convolution of x2t and then x of t3 and then taking the convolution of the resultant of x2t and x3t with x of 1t, but on the right hand side you are first basically taking the convolution of x of 1t with x of 2t and the resultant will be convoluted with the x3t. So the right hand side will not affect on the left hand side, the result will remain same. So that is known as the associative property. The fourth one is the shift. What does that mean? Like if x1t is convoluted with x2t and you have the third signal which is equal to z of t, but if your signal x of 2t is a shifted version, so and you are taking the convolution with x of 1t, the result will be the shifted version, so of zt minus t. So the shift will be there, but if you take the shift in the first signal, so that shift again affect on the result signal. Similarly, so if you have two signals and both are shifted version, so and then you take the convolution, so it will affect the result as well, where zt minus t minus 1 minus t through 2. Like the x1 signal is shifted and similarly x2 signal is shifted, and you are taking the convolution of both signal and the result will be also have the effect of these two shifts. Fifth property is the convolution with the impulse. Like if you are taking the convolution with the impulse signal, the result will be same. And similarly, if you are taking the convolution with the shifted impulse signal, the result will be the same, but it is given with that particular shift. So we can have one example where you can better understand the properties. The impulse response of a continuous system is given by h of t is equals to del t minus 2 plus del t minus 4, and you are asked to find the value of step response at t is equals to 3. So response means output, step means you have some step. The solution is that you are given basically the input as a unit step function, and then you are basically getting the output, or you are basically calculating the output of that system. So you can say that y of t is equals to x of t convolution with the h of t, and x of t is the unit step signal, and h of t is given that delta t minus 2 plus delta t minus 4, like shifted version of the impulse response. So we can use the distributive property here. So the distributive property means that you first take the convolution of u of t with the delta t minus 2, and then you take the convolution of u of t with delta t minus 2 and then add them together. So we know from the previous property that the convolution of u of t with delta t minus 2, the resultant will be the shifted version of a unit step. The shift is same, that at minus at 2, so u of t minus 2, so for this case u of t minus 4. So we have the property convolution with the impulse. So that is y of t. So we represent this in term of graph. So the first signal is u of t minus 2. So the shift is at t is equals to 2. So the unit step signal and the shift start at t is equals to 2. The second is the unit step signal, but the shift is at t is equals to 4. So if you add these two signals together, then you can see that the resultant signal will be look like this. From t is equals to 2 to t is equals to 4, you have amplitude 1. So but here you have amplitude 0. So 1 plus 0, the answer is 1. But from t is equals to 4 to onward, you have amplitude, here is 1 as well and here is 1 as well. So 1 plus 1, the answer is equals to 2. But the question was that you need to find the value of step response at t is equals to 3. So t is equals to 3, here you need to calculate what is the value, what is the value of this step response. So you can say that the value of step response at t is equals to 3 is 1.